What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Cowboys Corner. The Dallas Cowboys have done a lot of moves this offseason, as we all know, trading for Brandin Cooks, Gilmore, drafting Mozzie Smith, Schoonmaker, Overshown. But have they done enough? All right, open discussion here, guys. Leave comments in the comment section. Let's interact. Guys, if you're brand new, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button on your way out. Helps the channel out. Let's get into this, all right? Wide receiver. That's a question mark for me. Oh, what you talking about? They got Brandin Cooks. They got MG. They got CD Lamb, all right? Brandin Cooks is a question mark. Yeah, he's durable. He's been traded a lot. He's 30 years old. He'll be 30 in September. And September 25th to be exact. I looked it up. Can him and Dak really build a rapport in a Mike McCarthy system? To be determined. But there's question marks. Is there valid question marks? Absolutely. Michael Gallup was a shell of himself last year. Didn't get the job done in a lot of areas that we wanted him to. Yeah, he was battling an ACL. We get that. But how's he going to look this year? Michael Gallup was a stud. He got over 1,000 yards, 1,107 yards. And Michael Gallup hasn't been the same since he got that production. We know the production and the potential is there. We know that. We need Michael Gallup to go out there and perform. Again, question marks. There's three guys right here where the Cowboys are literally putting on a blindfold, has the dart, and they're trying to hit bullseyes. And it's on Jalen Tolbert, it's on Simi Fehoko, and it's on Antonio Callaway. Antonio Callaway hasn't played football since 2020. All right? Fehoko can't stay healthy, barely makes the team, is a training camp warrior, and that's all he is. Preseason, he shuts down. He shuts down like a factory plant in the USA going to Mexico. That's how bad he shuts down. All right? And then Jalen Tolbert, where were you? Milk carton. So, Lamb, Cooks, Gallup, two of those, Cooks, Gallup, one of them is a question mark. Either way. Gallup's health, Cooks' age, Dak Prescott's chemistry with Cooks. One of those is a question mark. But outside of that, you're gonna bet on Jalen Tolbert. You're gonna bet on Fehoko. You're gonna bet on Antonio Callaway. You're gonna bet on the wide receiver you drafted in the seventh round this year. Come on, Cowboys. Cowboys, you're gonna mess around and find out at this wide receiver spot because outside of the first three, there's nothing there. God forbid you get an injury. God forbid you get injured. Who's going to step up? Of course, it's early. This is early looking at it. On paper, early, Cowboys are messing around, and they're going to find out maybe on wide receiver. Another position group, guys. Stay with me here. Put in the comment section what you thought about wide receiver. Put it in there. Don't be scared. It's open discussion. It's what we do here on Cowboys Corner. Running back. Oh, running back. Tony Pollard. Okay, coming off an ankle surgery. He broke his leg, right? What's he going to look like? Is it going to take him 3 to 4 weeks to come back? Ronald Jones, former Chief, former Buccaneer, former Super Bowl champion in 2020 with the Bucs, right? The Chiefs last year. He couldn't beat out Pacheco. He couldn't beat out McKinnon. He couldn't beat out Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Can Ronald Jones beat out Tony Pollard? No. Can Ronald Jones beat out Malik Davis? Maybe not. To be determined. He can't beat out Pacheco. He can't beat out McKinnon. He can't beat out Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I don't see him beating out Malik Davis. So there's that question mark there at running back. Pollard's health. Ronald Jones. What is he going to do? Malik Davis. I like Malik Davis. No questions there. Good running back. I wish he'd get more chances because the potential is really there. And I want to see what he can do in a Mike McCarthy system. Same thing with all these guys. I want to see what they could do in a Mike McCarthy system. But I'm looking at this on paper. Cowboys, they're not wowing me at wide receiver. They're not wowing me at running back. Rico Dowdle is a run away from getting injured again. Deuce Vaughn, Kansas State running back. Everybody's hyping him up. Every content creator. Oh, Deuce Vaughn this, Deuce Vaughn that. Deuce Vaughn is a third-string running back on any roster in the National Football League. Go look at Darren Sproles and tell me when he was a starter. Go look at Darren Sproles and tell me when he scratched the surface of 1,000 yards. His best year was 2011, 710 yards receiving, 600 and something yards rushing. That's a number one running back? No. Is that a number 2 running back? Maybe. Is that a number 3 running back? Absolutely. All right, Deuce Vaughn, it's a gadget guy. Screens, every once in a while, get lost behind the O-line. But other than that, Deuce Vaughn's probably going to get a minimum, maybe 50 touches a year. And that's catching and running. And that's maybe. Oh, what are you talking about? Deuce Vaughn is this. Go look at Darren Sproles' career. Darren Sproles was 5'6". Deuce Vaughn is 5'5". Go look at that career and then come back and talk to me. We got to stop hyping these players up. I'm happy for the kid. He's very undersized, and he got drafted in the National Football League in the 6th round. Darren Sproles had to go prove it every single day. Pierre Thomas, Reggie Bush, DeMarco Murray, Jay Ajayi. All these running backs were first in front of Darren Sproles. All right? Deuce Vaughn, good luck. Third string at best, all right? On any given roster. Running back right there. Kicker, guys. Kicker. Bones Fossil really PO'd me off, man, all right? Go sign Mason Crosby. Go sign Robbie Gould and stop the BS. They're on the market. Player acquisition is 365 days, but we've been counting the days since January of getting rid of Brett Maher. Check. Where's this kicker? 365 days, player acquisition, Steven, Will McClay, Bones Fossil, Mike McCarthy. Why ain't Mason Crosby signed? Why ain't Robbie Gould signed? It's BS. Sign these guys. There should be no competition with Mason Crosby. There should be no competition with Robbie Gould. You know what you have in these veterans. These 3 positions have things in common, guys. Wide receiver, they help you score points. Running backs, they help you score points. Kicker, they help you score points. If you flunk on all 3 of these positions that I got my finger on these 3 positions here because I don't believe what I'm seeing. Yes, it's early. Yes, it is early. I could be wrong. Antonio Callaway could be the star of the NFL. MVP, Antonio Callaway. Brandin Cooks could have the best career yardage of his entire ever in National Football League career. Deuce Vaughn could break records. I don't know. But what I'm putting my finger on right here, guys, is wide receiver has question marks still. Running backs have question marks still. And the kicker situation is total disaster. Cowboy Nation, are you in the Cowboys corner? Peace.